I'll show you the exact steps I use to transform my kitchen from this to this stunning showroom. 10 out of 10, 5 stars, guests are coming over. This is the result of a 5-person Sunday lunch, 2 of which are twins and they're weaning. I'll walk you through a step-by-step process so we do not have to do this alone. Let's do this together. Okay, my first step is to empty the dishwasher. We should have emptied it before now, but we haven't, so here we are. So I need to get rid of all of this stuff back into the cupboards so that I can start loading it with any new dishes that we've got to go in there to wash. I'm also very aware that this cupboard is in desperate need of some sorting out, but that's for another day. And here I'm trying to pick up as many things as I can with one hand, so I have to do less trips. You know, like when you go shopping and you only want to do one trip from the car to the house, and you know. So at this stage, I'm ignoring everything, even those delicious roast potatoes that we didn't manage to eat. And I'm just focusing on one job at a time. I'm emptying the dishwasher, I'm reloading it again. Let's clear some space as quickly as we can. When I'm doing these jobs, I try and make sure that I'm laser focused on what I'm doing. So I'm literally ignoring all of the recycling, all of the stuff that needs to go in the bin. And I'm just going to get as much crockery in here as I can. Can you guys also back me up here? Does your kitchen look like this after a roast dinner as well? Or is it just me? I try and tidy as I go, but there's so many things going on at the same time, I can't seem to do it. And admittedly, it would have been a great help if I'd have actually unloaded the dishwasher before this, but hey, you know, life. Onto the island now, and I'm going to carry on and try and get rid of all of the cutlery that needs to go into the dishwasher. So I'm going to scrape all of the plates. The bin is here, which is really handy. I'm going to keep it here until I've got rid of all of the food off of the island. The fun fact that nobody asked for is this is gravy. I absolutely hate gravy, cannot stand the taste of it. However, I do love eating OXO cubes and gravy granules. I used to drive my nana absolutely insane. Every time she'd do a roast dinner, I would walk past and I'd take a tiny spoonful of gravy granules, and by the time she came to do the gravy, there would be hardly any gravy granules left. And because I have the memory of a goldfish, I completely forgot to clear the table and put the stuff in the dishwasher. So I get a 0 out of 10 for effort here. This is what the kitchen is looking like now after I've taken all of the crockery away. It's starting to look a little bit better, still looks a bit crazy, still got some work to do. Now, this is where the magic starts to happen. I start by cleaning any room from left to right. So I'm going to start here in this corner, and I'm going to get rid of anything that doesn't belong here. So I'm going to take everything that didn't go into the dishwasher over to what I'm calling the washing up area. And if there's anything that doesn't belong here, I'm going to put that away straight away. You'll notice I'm also putting things that are recycling into the washing up area because I'm going to wash all of that up as well. And any recycling that doesn't need to be washed, I'm just going to pop in the bins here. So apparently Costa cups cannot actually be recycled. However, we live literally just down the road from a Costa, if you couldn't tell, with all these Costa cups that we have here. So we are going to rinse them out. We've actually got a pile under our sink that we will return back to the store the next time that we go, so that Costa can recycle it themselves. Now that I've worked my way from left to right around the worktops on the side, I'm going to do the same thing on the kitchen island, working from left to right, trying to clear this space here. For me personally, I like to see at least one area which is clear as soon as I can, because that will motivate me to keep going and get the rest of the room looking as clean and tidy as this one area. Unrelated to this, but I've just been relegated to the car to finish this voiceover because everyone's just come home, and I've just realised in trying to get the lights on because it's pitch black out that we actually have a drop down hidey hole for a pair of sunglasses, so that's good. Now that the island's completely clear, we can start to clean it. I've got some knockoff Waitrose fruit pastels in the car, and I'm trying to only pick out the black and red ones because they're my favourite, but apparently those are in short supply. And the island is done, finished, complete. Thank you very much, and next. Considering all 5 of us ate at this table, I don't actually think it looks too bad. My number one job here is just trying to get this clear. I'm going to move everything over to the washing up station, and I'm going to put things in the bin in a moment. But I want to get this area as clean as the island as well, because quite frankly that will feel like a massive achievement in a really short space of time. And unfortunately I've added to my washing up pile, but here we go. Why wouldn't there be a random book on my floor? And the girls decided after they'd finished their lunch, they were just going to throw their spoons on the floor. So there's that. Let's carry on and clear everything off of this table so we can get and clean it. And just like that, easy peasy, let's pop everything back on again. I think it was my last video I mentioned about deep cleaning my laminate floor and I didn't know how to do it. And somebody left me a really helpful comment asking what the manufacturer says. So I headed over to their website and it basically said dry mopping, which is now what I'm doing here, and an ever so slightly damp mop. Oh, here comes my quality inspection. So I guess I'm still on the lookout for how to deep clean my laminate floor. Now we have 2 areas of this room which are clean and tidy. Ignore the half-finished panelling and all the rubbish on either side of the table. And now on to cleaning the high chairs. I thought it was annoying weaning one baby when I had my toddler, but weaning 2 is just another kind of nightmare of a cleaning job, to be honest. This broccoli was already trying to become one with this high chair and it hadn't even been on there very long, so this took loads of scrubbing to try and get off. I have some excellent news. The dishwasher has finished. So I'm going to unload that and then I'm going to pop all the bits that I forgot to put in the first time around, which will free up even more lovely space. I'm not going to show you it all over again. I'm going to use the power of editing magic because otherwise that would be really boring. And now I'm going to start to load the stuff on the side. Oh, I should have done the first time around. Pop this in the dishwasher now. But we are getting there. I'll be honest, at this point, I just wanted to sit down and have a peppermint tea and just relax. But honestly, seeing my island clean and tidy and seeing the table clean and tidy just kept spurring me on, and I kept thinking, no, just keep going. It won't take much for you to actually finish this job and get it done. However, my dishwasher is out to sabotage me, can I just let it be known? And it kept coming up with an error saying I needed to add salt. I've never done that before. I just opened the hole, shoved some salt in, job's done. Right, now we're on to washing all of the recycling. Now some people might think this is a bit mad and a bit pointless. However, I am not a rule breaker, I am a rule follower, and if it says on the packet that I need to wash it, I'm going to wash it, but also my bin isn't going to end up really filthy either. So it's kind of feed two birds, one stoned kind of deal. Now off I pop out to the bins where I belong, and bam, we're back again. The next job was just a case of trying to clear the draining board. This is all of the washing up that we did yesterday, I think. It's the girls' bottles, some bits and pieces here. We're just going to get rid of this because otherwise this is going to make it feel really cluttered and really untidy as well. And this sort of thing isn't going to motivate me to push on and keep cleaning and tidying. Next up is the washing up. I feel like we are quite good at keeping on top of the housework, especially with the kitchen, because there's a lot going on in the kitchen day to day. However, the twins have started to get a little bit clingy and a little bit grouchier than they have before. So it means that we have to spend a lot more time with them, trying to make them not grouchy again. I've been told from some reliable sources that twins actually entertain each other, which they do, and it's really cute when they interact. Peach the other day was holding up a piece of paper over her face and then bringing it down, and Lemonade was just laughing her head off, so that was really cute to see. But there's only so much that the other twin can do to cheer them up if they're not feeling very happy. And in all fairness, it doesn't matter what anybody else says, because my toddler gave me a sticker for tidying the other day, so highlight of my life right there. Anyway, what I'm trying to say here is we've got a lot less time to spend cleaning and tidying on housework when the girls are a bit more needier than they've been. I'm watching this back and I always wonder whether there is something more sustainable than a tray for the oven, because the ones we seem to buy just don't last. The coating on this one has started to come off, so we don't actually put any food directly on here. We'll only put foil underneath it first or pop things on top, but we're getting rid of them so often because they're just ruined. And I do not like throwing away stuff like this, because how many years in landfill is that going to take? I mean, a bajillion. This is the last of my washing up pile now. This is the girls' bibs, and if you struggle to get them clean like I do, use one of these Dish-O-Matics, because it's really great. You can hold onto the bib and you can really get in there with the Dish-O-Matic. And this is where we are at right now. We've got completely clear worktops, which are just a little bit of wiping up to do and pop away. But other than that, we are getting so close to the finish line. I'm trying to get to the stage where I'm cleaning my oven after every use. I've been fairly good at this. I've just popped some vinegar on here and wiping it down. It was literally a 1-2 minute job, and it's keeping on top of the oven, so I don't have to do one massive oven clean. We're just going to start to remove everything off of the side so I can give this a really good clean. Next is onto my nemesis, the gas hob. And at first I was going to use this method cleaner on it, but I decided no, actually I'm just going to use my vinegar spray instead. This is just neat vinegar. Make sure that if you're using neat vinegar, you don't have any cuts on your hand, because it will sting like a you-know-what. And I don't know whether I've just become nose blind to it, but I can hardly smell the vinegar now when I use it, so that is a win. If you haven't noticed already, I'm actually making a massive mistake here. I forgot to put the burner caps back on, so here we go. Just another way for my hob to torture me on a daily basis. It is more roasting than a roast potato. I'm here for the dad jokes. You are welcome. We really are on the final stretch here. This is the last side of the worktop that I need to clean. I'm also going to wipe up all of these bits and pieces so that I can put them away, because they are going to be ruining my showroom vibes if I don't remove them from the draining board. But this is actually unheard of in our house. We very, very rarely wipe anything up. It's wash it up, put it on the draining board, you're good to go until the next day. By this point I am absolutely pooped, so I am going to be cleaning this sink as fast as I can, which definitely feels like a job for the Dish-O-Matic. I realise I've zoomed in on this section and I was trying to make it look a bit, you know, cinematic, but actually watching it back I think it feels like something terrible is about to happen. Nothing terrible is about to happen, I'm just cleaning. Now, if this isn't the most 0 out of 10 for effort sink clean you've ever seen, then, well, I don't know what to tell you. Doesn't this sink now look absolutely gorgeous? I'd give it a 9 out of 10, solid. This is how we started the kitchen, and this is how it looks now. I've got some satisfying before and afters here just to show you how much work we've got going. Oh, look at those roast potatoes. This fills my little cleaning heart with joy. And now nobody is allowed to use this kitchen for 5 to 7 business days. Thank you so much. Bye.